with training philosophy, I have a set of principles, and I learned this from reading Jim Wendler's work and listening to him at some of the seminars and whatnot. So, he has his 5 principles within his 5-3-1 system. I've got 7 principles that I kind of change them out here and there when I need to, just based on, what I've learned and how my experience has changed. But I always start people where they're at and too light. So I'd rather them start easy and work their way up. We're always going to look to progress slowly and regress when necessary. So if you got a kid that's going through a mild injury, but they're not seeing physical therapy or whatnot, we got to take them back to where they need to be. We're looking to set PRs and break PRs, and that could be with estimated 1 rep maxes, that could be with a rep max, that could be with just being able to do something for the first time. Then we're going to go ahead and we always try to find a balance. So if I've got a strength sport athlete, got an Olympic lifter or a power lifter, we got to get them some conditioning. If we got a soccer athlete, they're getting plenty of conditioning, we got to get them some more strength training, trying to find that balance. I use multi-joint movements and move them athletically. So the biggest thing is, whether the weight is light or the weight is heavy, is to move fast, move powerfully, and move with precision. Number 6, we like to build armor. So attack weaknesses. This could be what most consider injury prevention. I don't like that word per se, because they can't really prevent everything, but I like building armor and making it more durable. And then the other part to that is just to be able to build accountability and just to build leaders out of the program. Now, within those 7 principles, if I can use a program of any sort, if it fits my 7 principles, I can make it fly. So with kids that have off seasons, football, wrestling, and whatnot, kids that actually have a distinct off season, I use some 5-3-1 stuff where we can lift sub-maximally, we can get volume in and build their base. When I have kids that have a sport that they play their sport most of the year, basketball, soccer, baseball, I use more of a conjugate style approach. Nate, your conjugate U book, I use that a lot, the templates that are in there, and kind of go off there with what I see. With our basketball kids, we started utilizing box squats. All of a sudden the knee pain went away because of all the jumping and running they do on the court. So it's been really good, but again, it's just because it fits within my 7 principles that it makes it work.
What we have here is we have a speed strength class that a lot of our athletes enroll in, and they take. The class is 45 minutes long. We have 5 of them throughout the day. So there's 3 speed strength for athletes and then 2 general speed strengths. Yeah, really, when Ryan and myself, we started looking last year to redo the weight room. We started reaching out to different people and bring different groups in.
And elitefts just so happened to work with us the most and give us the most options. So we ended up going there.
elitefts definitely jumped to the top with what you guys do, and just following you guys on social media and seeing the impact that you guys have, and the knowledge that you have, and just knowing that you guys really know your stuff when it comes to this, and you guys deal with many athletes, college athletes, high school athletes even, so definitely liked everything that you guys were able to bring to the table for us, and we're really proud of the way that this thing turned out, and it's beautiful. We love using it.
I'd have to look at the blueprint, but we've got roughly 2,800 square feet. We've got 3 very inconveniently placed pillars down the middle of the room, and these pillars are, obviously they're not going to go anywhere, so we had to plan around that. So what we did is we ended up going with 6 double-sided half racks. We got connector beams between them, so they're evenly spaced. We got them all set up the same way, so every rack has the same bench, the same bar, same plates, bands, chains, squat blocks, everything is the same. So we essentially have 12 stations, all of which have a platform in front of them, all of which have the same gear. So we can get 3 to 4 kids comfortably in this room, so 36 to 48 kids jamming and jiving at the same time. We got a full dumbbell rack from 5 pounds up to 125. We've got a full selection of kettlebells, medicine balls, foam rollers. We've got pretty much everything we needed right off the bat, but we are looking to get glute ham developers down the road, some things that will help these kids with the posterior chain. We just got to make sure it works within our small space. That's the biggest thing, is efficiency. There may come a point in time where we decide, right now we have a turf strip down the middle of the room, we may turn that into rubber down the road and make more room for more function, pieces like glute ham raises and maybe reverse hypers and whatnot. But as of right now, we got a ton off this first project, and it's been great.
One thing that's great about these racks is that, there's so much variety that you can do. For example, being able to do box squats a lot now when we're squatting. In the past we've had use the benches and stack plates on top of the benches, and you had issues with kids getting all the way down, where now we have these boxes, so you can take a kid that's a beginner and really emphasize how to get low and how to squat properly.
Kids love being in here. They feel like they're part of a program because of the fact that they go to Highland High School. Obviously, they're on a Highland High School football team or basketball team or whatever the case is. But then they come into the weight room, and it's not just branded equipment with the equipment manufacturer, but it says their name on it. It's their equipment. It's a Highland rack. It's a Highland plate. It's they got a Highland platform. So everything just speaks out to the athletic department and the fact that they want their kids to get better, and the kids just feel like they belong. And honestly, they work hard. They when they believe that they are a part of something, they work hard at it.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the